Hello everyone. One thing you might not know about me is I'm actually the Abraham Lincoln of VR YouTubers, in that I would never lie to any of you, which is why I'm here to say, I like money. My other two Things I Learned videos paid for like 6 months worth of estrogen, but now the supply is getting dangerously low, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and vomit more information about this game onto you all. Look, I don't want to overestimate my influence on this game, but I had never seen a single person try this before I did it. Let me have this, I want this to be my legacy. But essentially, on maps with open tops, it's possible to cross-map someone right before the round starts, just like in those classic Modern Warfare 2 videos.
And goes over more walls and into tighter places than a 15-year-old's vagina.
Now, there's ones that I know for a fact are possible, and I'll include video evidence of those. Those ones are Santorini, Container Yard, and Siberia. I'd say for Santorini, you're going to want to swing your arm back at 5, and then throw the knife the second the clock hits 4. Throw it far, high, and as close to the center of the map as you can. For Container Yard, you're going to want to throw around the 4-second mark, about halfway through. And as far as aiming, I'm not great at this one, but usually aiming for the middle of the building in the center of the map usually works for me. For Siberia, I honestly don't know, I suck at this one, which is weird because hypothetically this map and Bridge should be the easiest ones. Speaking of which, Bridge is one of the 2 maps that I know should be possible, but I haven't seen it done yet. The other map that it should be hypothetically possible on is Data Center. If you get the angle just right, I'm fairly certain it can be done. Good luck to whoever is the first to do it. They're gonna get a free pasty in their mailbox. Yeah. The only maps that are definitely impossible to cross-map on are Bunker and Industry. I hope I don't need to explain why. Now here's one I didn't know, but the blast radius of C4 bombs are actually different depending on the amount of time they're set for. The 2-second one having the shortest distance, 45 having slightly bigger, and minute 30 having slightly bigger than that. I tested it out in a custom mode with some friends, and it looks like 45 seconds was the sweet spot where you had quite a lot of range, but didn't have to wait too long. 1 minute 30 was only a bit more powerful than 45 seconds, so I guess if you want to get a safe C4 in, go for the 45-second timer. The 2-second timer is obviously useful for doing it fast, but it didn't seem to go very far.
I survived! Wow.
This one goes out to all those clown infection alphas out there. I see a lot of people confused on how people do this crazy ass pink grenade double jump, but it's actually really simple if you're not an idiot dickhead. First thing you're going to want to do is unpin a grenade and drop it to the floor. Then immediately, as soon as you do that, you're going to want to grab the other grenade, unpin it and activate it, but don't drop it. Basically, the first grenade you dropped boosts you up, and then as long as you're holding the other grenade somewhat underneath you, it's going to send you into the stratosphere. It's even possible to do it with 3 grenades if you're feisty enough. Now, if like me, you aim to be the most annoying person possible in the lobby, you're going to want to know how to do grenade lineups. You see, if you want to get a kill, but don't actually want to put any effort in, there's some spots in S&D in which you can throw a nade and reliably get a kill about 50% of the time. Here's 2 spots I know about, but I'm going to be honest, I'm going to leave this one open, because I don't like using them, but I also kind of want to hear what other people have, so if you have any good grenade spots on any of the maps, let me know in the comments. I've mentioned this before, but words cannot describe how terrible some people's situational awareness is in VR. In S&D particularly, people never fucking watch the bomb properly. It is very easy to just hide on the site and defuse the second they plant. They won't even see you coming. Alternatively, if that doesn't work, using diffusers is just so much faster. It means you don't need to rush the sites as fast as you possibly can, and you can be a bit more careful with it. It puts time on your side. Another tip exclusive for S&D is that if you find yourself on the counter-terrorist team and you need to save money for a round, a good way of budgeting is by not buying a helmet. The reason this is specific to the counter-terrorist team is because the terrorists usually will be using AKs anyway. It is the most popular gun they have, being a one-shot headshot even with a helmet. So about half the time when you're a counter-terrorist, it doesn't really matter if you have a helmet or not, because the terrorist is just going to one-shot headshot you anyway. There's not much commentary needed on this part, but if you're looking to ninja diffuse on S&D, here's a few fun spots you can use. You're so bad, it's actually kind of embarrassing. I'm about a nut.
Dude, this game is not Ohio.
That's really tripping me out. No, Jess, no.
Yes! Yes!
Damn it!
No!
What the hell? Yes! Something that might seem obvious, but I still see some players not really think about it that much, is ping. If you can, play on a server that's in your region or one that you have fairly low ping on. The advantage of a lower ping in normal games is multiplied so much in VR. There's so many more factors to contend with, to the point where even if you are objectively much better than the player you're fighting against, if they have a low ping and you have a very high one, your chances of winning that fight are slim. Unless you loop all the way around to the point where your ping is so high that you're teleporting around a map for everyone else, in which case, please stop. Please. Please. A long time ago in my Pavlov iceberg video, I talked about how people are mastering the art of ladder surfing. I have discovered the secrets and I'm happy to share them with you here today. So the way you ladder surf in this game is by climbing partially up a climbable surface. And here's where most people get it wrong. You don't hold the joystick backwards or forwards, you just give it a little tap. The way I find it works for me most of the time is by moving onto a climbable surface, facing about perpendicular to it, and then just lightly tapping backwards. Once you've mastered this, you'll be able to launch yourself across any map that has these surfaces. A tip specific to revolvers is that you can actually reload them much faster than other guns. Instead of reloading them the normal way where you drag a bullet across to the chamber, one way of doing it is by holding the gun by your ammo pouch, and then you can just tap on the trigger and instantly your bullets will appear in the chamber. This one's not really a tip, but I thought I'd end up with a fun one. Dave, the creator of the game, claims that there's a Jared hidden on every map in the game. However, I'm here to call Dave a liar because I do not think there is a Jared on each map. I have combed these maps obsessively. I've had my goons go through the game files and we have only been able to find Jared on 5 out of the 10 maps in the game. Those being Industry, Bridge, Container Yard, Sand, and Siberia. Here's all the locations we know. On Industry, he's hidden by the vending machine near Site A. On Bridge, you can only see him in spectator mode. He's sitting by this illuminated bench down the river from the main section of the map, that being a bridge. In Container Yard, he's a little hard to see, but he's hiding in this green tube to the side of the map, sort of near the container plant site. Sand is my personal favourite. There's this white and blue vase by the terrorist side spawn. If you shoot it enough, it'll break, and a statue of Jared can be seen hiding in it. And finally, on Siberia, if you fly out in spectator mode, you can see Jared frozen in the middle of the ice lake. This one's also very cute. Those are the locations I've found. It's possible, if Dave isn't lying, that there's some on Data Center, Station, Santorini, Stalingrad, or Bunker. If you find them, please let me know. That's about it for the video. Feel free to join the Discord if you like breadsticks, and that's about it. See ya.